This week has been filled with major headlines across the nation and all around the world. One America's Rachel Acenas takes us through the top stories in our Week in Review.
The week kicks off with an invitation to the president.
The wheels are in motion for the State of the Union address now, as Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker, has invited the president to deliver the State of the Union from the House chamber on Tuesday, February 5th.
Also on Monday, the DOJ indicts Chinese telecom giant Huawei on 13 counts of malicious activities. Tuesday, Roger Stone pleads not guilty.
Earlier today, Roger Stone made his first appearance in court in his trial against special counsel Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller has charged him with 7 offenses, including making false statements to Congress as well as witness tampering.
And a Senate panel delays a vote for President Trump's Attorney General nominee William Barr. Meanwhile, a case of voter fraud in Texas.
And Texas officials vow to protect their election system after discovering more than 98,000 non-citizens were registered to vote.
Midweek.
The U.S. and China begin high-level trade negotiations as top officials from both sides sit down in Washington.
Also on Wednesday, the deadly polar vortex grips the Midwest and Northeast.
The Trump administration is rushing to strengthen the electric grid in response to the polar vortex gripping much of the Midwest and East Coast.
Meanwhile, the Democrat governor of Virginia sparks outrage over his defense of a bill which would allow abortions to take place up until the moment of birth.
The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mothers.
Thursday, lawmakers continue to meet for border security talks as the president doubles down on calls for the wall.
If they're not going to give money for the wall, it's not going to work.
And an historic drug bust.
In the meantime, U.S. Customs and Border Protection authorities make a record-breaking drug bust at the Arizona border.
Meanwhile, the EU votes Thursday in favor of recognizing self-proclaimed interim president Juan Guaido as Venezuela's legitimate leader. Finally, on Friday,
big news on the foreign policy front from the Trump administration early this Friday morning. The announcement from the White House that the U.S. will suspend its obligations under the INF Treaty and begin the withdrawal process.
And Senator Cory Booker becomes the latest Democrat to throw his name into the crowded field of 2020 hopefuls. Plus, Virginia Governor Ralph Northam under fire yet again after a racist photo comes to light from his medical school yearbook. Meanwhile, President Trump says he believes there's a good chance he'll have to declare a national emergency at the border.
They're building the wall. People don't understand that.
And jobs and more jobs.
White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow praises the January jobs report after the Labor Department revealed the U.S. added 304,000 new jobs last month.
Finally, the week wraps up in Atlanta, where football fans gather for the Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Rams. Rachel Acenas, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.